Natural beauty is always good. You don't need people to direct you on how your life should be.
I actually met someone who has done about 17 surgeries on his lips.
You don't need to do that to please people. Be who you are.
Welcome once again to another beautiful segment here on Noble TV Live. My name is Valentine Agogo, and I'm here on set today with Pastor Mrs Anizor. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's always good having you here. All right, so very quick one. You know, there is this saying about what does the wisdom of Solomon have to do with the age of Methuselah? And
I don't know how thorough that statement is, if it doesn't sound stereotype kind of. But also, there is this notion in Africa, especially, where they say what an elderly person would see sitting down, the younger one, if he climbs the tallest mountain, would not see it. And the youths of our generation are challenging that statement, saying that whatever you think you know, we can Google it online in 2 minutes, and we'll get that information for you and even more than your brain can even comprehend.
Yeah.
So that doesn't stand anymore. So what do you have to say about the term ageism in relation to these? I'll bring out some other angles to that word ageism.
Ageism has to do with discriminations or bias based on age, and also stereotype. When I say stereotype, sometimes it has to do with the traditions of the people or the culture of the people, because what is stereotype for us in Nigeria may not be stereotype for others in another population, you know. So it's the bias and discrimination. But the irony of life is that sometimes the persons themselves begin to discriminate themselves. What I mean by that, you are 50, you want to look 15, and get crazy over procedures that you must carry on, and makeovers that you must continually do so that you remain young. There are a lot of disadvantage in those things, but that's the world we are in now, and it's fast overtaking many.
Yeah. So talking about the misplaced priorities in our society today, where you have the old not wanting to be old, wanting to be young.
Yeah.
Ironically, the young desperately wanting to be old.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a conflict in the society right now? Because a lot of people involved in different liposuctions that go wrong, they go south, and they lose their lives in the process.
Yeah.
Whether they're going for this cosmetic surgery to enhance their lips or different parts of their body, or to remove from their body. Meanwhile, they're already perfectly made, but they just want to look good for the camera. So looking good for the camera, basically looking good for the camera. Because behind closed doors, they don't even care how they look, and nobody cares. So, but for the camera, they go the extra mile. Some go as far as not just even using normal shaving, they do the ones that you pull and pull out and all that, because they want it to be like glass clean. So don't you think that this generation now is turning on itself? You know, I see where young people, I have a relative who spent almost 4 or 5 years looking for side beards. He was looking for how to grow beards all the way from here down here, and he wanted it to be very bushy. As a teenager, he used according to him, he used everything known to Nigerians. That he has used everything possible, and he was still unable to achieve it. He had to just settle for the little beards. Meanwhile, you have those who have actually attained it, wanting to approach you like an elderly person. They will walk up to you and say, "Hey guy, how far now? How are you?" Meanwhile, you look at this guy, you're almost twice his age. And you look at it and say, "Well, not your fault." Me, I'm here looking for how to remove 10 years of my age and remove this thing and say, "Yes, I'm my late 20s, or I'm 30, or I'm 35, you know. But the younger ones who are in their early 20s, they want to be 30, they want to be 35, they lie about their age, they want to be old as much as possible. What do you have to say about that level of complex that has overtaken the society today?
It's actually very complex, but you see, you must be confident in your skin. There was a Facebook comment I made recently. They mentioned a particular actor, not in Nigeria, who has maintained her natural beauty, and she was 80, I think 78. I had to, pen down my comment. I said, natural beauty is always good. In fact, it is trending.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, because all of those things that the makeovers and the rest is not as if it's bad to augment a little of here and there, but when you become addicted to it, it's a problem, because there are so many surgeries that go wrong, and even if they don't go wrong, over time the muscles will become weak, because you had adjusted it beyond its limit. So, many people were laughing at this woman because she hadn't done any of those surgeries, and she was approaching 78. But to me, she looked very beautiful. There are some people at that age that are not looking good anymore because they have readjusted. What God created is good.
Yes, perfection.
Yes, is good. So if there are issues with whatever is on your skin or on your body that is not so good, it shouldn't be something you go over and over to maintain a particular age that you have passed long
time ago.
Yeah.
While you were talking, you talked about cosmetic addictions. We see where the younger ladies will never come out without
makeup,
without not just ordinary makeup, without full makeup. All right, without full makeup. I had a friend who would never come out of his house, a guy who would never come out of the house without having a clean shave, dressing well, wear restored, and raw powder, and as in, that was for a man. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He was addicted to that, always wanting to look super good. I don't think there's anything wrong in wanting to look good all the time, though. But if you have to come out of your room and you want to look that good, even within your house, how do you address? So because some ladies take it to the extra mile that they would not even want anyone in the house to see them without makeup on. They'll scream and react in a funny way. What happens when they carry that makeup and all those cosmetic addictions to get the man in or to get interested in them? Then the man marries them and sees something different outside the makeup. Are there no side effects to that, or
it's always a problem now? Because I learned of one man who got married to a woman, and they were married. He's not a Nigerian though. They were married and they had kids. But when they had the kids looked so different from the wife that he married, and he had to now do a research. And when he did that research, he realized that wasn't the face of the person he married wasn't what it was initially. And right now they are divorced.
So she had done surgery to shape her face.
She had done many surgeries. So I don't think it's necessary. You can do surgeries, but not to the point of addiction. Some people have done up to 20, 30, on and on, over and over.
Yeah, I actually met someone who has done about 17 surgeries on his lips.
It doesn't make sense. With time,
he had to remove the first layer of the lip completely to make it permanently pink. He's no longer buying pink lips now. He removed it completely, and it was a very successful. In fact, when I met him, that was his 16th surgery he had done at that time. That was almost
it's a problem because imagine removing the first layer of your skin. With time, it could even become cancerous. So there are many things. Just be comfortable in your skin. These complexes, I think social media has also, people want to show a perfect person, but you don't need to do that to please people. Be who you are. And but another thing I want to mention here is that the ageism also affect policies. Policies. I remember a woman who in Nigeria is about 85 now. When she was 70, they refused to renew her license because they said you are older than you are too old to drive. Yeah, you are too old to drive. So there are a lot of.
But that's not right, because that's not the policy. That's not how it's supposed to be now.
No, it's not.
Because that doesn't work outside in the UK or in the US. You have older people who drive.
Yes, it does. It does.
As long as you have a sound mind.
Yeah, and also recently I've heard people who maybe went to do IVF at 56, and people are bullying them online. Why should you have a child at 56? Who is going to take care of this child? And so on and so forth. So there are a lot of discriminations.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, one final word for you out there.
Be comfortable in your skin, number one, especially when it has to do with all these surgeries. And then you don't need people to direct you on how your life should be, because it pushes many to be involved in things they shouldn't be involved in. You know, in terms of bullying, being bullied because of having a child at 56, I don't think that is bad to have a child at 56. But these are just stereotypes in our society. Be comfortable in your skin and do that which is right. Don't live your life for another.
Yeah, you heard it all from Pastor Mrs Anizor. Don't live your life for another. Be comfortable in your skin. Be comfortable in your personality. Be comfortable also in your age. So you don't have to be desperate to look older or be addicted to wanting to look younger, half your age. All right. So I believe there's time for everything. You wouldn't want to undo the years you lived before because you want to impress this the youth of this generation, or look very attractive for the camera, which is the primary goal for most people who indulge in all these excesses. All right, so this is as much as we can take for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, drop your comments, and subscribe. But most importantly, do click on the notification button to get similar prompt updates on Noble TV Live. My name is Valentine Agogo, and I've been on set with the delectable Pastor Mrs Anizor. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.